Ever since blueprints were reintroduced into the game, scrap has become the main focus of the game, as without it, you can't research anything. So you might be wondering how to get scrap fast. Welcome to the Rust Beginner's Guide, where today I'll be telling you how to get scrap fast in Rust. The easiest way to get scrap is to hit the road and start farming. When you hit the road, what you will be looting are essentially junk piles. Here's how many scrap each junk pile contains. Before I tell you the numbers, here's a quick disclaimer. The way I got these numbers was looting the junk pile 5 times and recycling every component to get an average. So with that in mind, Junkpile A has 10.8 scrap on average, Junkpile B has 24.4 scrap on average, Junkpile C has 18.8, Junkpile D has 6.6, Junkpile E has 10.6, and Junkpile F has 8.6, and Junkpile G has 19.4 scrap on average. While on the road, you will also come across electrical stations, of which the large ones yield an average 24 scrap and the small ones yield 7. As I mentioned in the disclaimer above, I got these numbers from recycling the components, which you will need to do after farming. If you're farming on the road, you will eventually come across monuments, which are essentially concentrated pockets of scrap. So just like with the junk piles, here's the best low-tier monuments for getting scrap fast. Disclaimer again, the way I got these numbers was by looting each monument 3 times, recycling all components, and averaging the total of scrap, and I only looted places that were accessible without keycards. So let's go from worst to best in terms of scrap. The monument with the least scrap on average is the Mining Outpost, which will give you an average of 51 scrap per looting. But the upside is that it does have a recycler, so you can recycle everything you scavenged along the way. The second worst monument is the Abandoned Cabins, which yield an average of 64 scrap per looting, and it has no recycler, just a research table. The third worst monuments are the Satellite Dish and the Lighthouse, which give you an average of 81 scrap per looting. They both have recyclers though, plus the Satellite Dish even has a research table. Next up is the Abandoned Supermarket, which contains 95 scrap on average per looting and also has a recycler. Oxum's gas station follows closely, yielding 105 scrap per looting, while also having a recycler. Next up are the Harbour and the Junkyard, with both of them yielding roughly 180 scrap per looting. They both have recyclers as well. In the third place is the Sewer Branch, with 221 scrap per looting and a recycler. In second place is the monument that houses the most scrap per looting without having a recycler, the Dome, which yields on average 365 scrap. And coming up in first place is the Water Treatment Plant, yielding a whopping 442 scrap per looting on average, while sporting a recycler and a really good puzzle area, if you also have a keycard. If you want to learn more about the Water Treatment Plant, you can watch my video about it here. So in conclusion today, the best way to get scrap is to plan the best road trip, collect only the best junk piles, and go to the best monument for recycling. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe, as you do not know how much it helps out a small YouTube channel like mine. Also, if you really enjoy my content and would like to support me in a more personal way, then you can become my patron at patreon.com/TheMeemishGamer. Also, thank you guys so much for 360 subscribers, and as always, I'll see you in 2 weeks with a Rust Monument Guide.